Oh, man. Now, this story makes me personally feel so bad. So bad. So imagine you're out on the street, right? You work at a restaurant, and this restaurant wants to feed people in need, right? But as you're doing that, you being a 78-year-old lady, just imagine you go out there and you see someone in need. You see someone who needs food. You go up to that person and you're like, hey, are you hungry? Yes, I am. You hand this person a plate of spaghetti. You hand this person a sandwich, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or just like a bologna sandwich or some rice. They eat that, they're happy. But then some policeman, being as stupid and idiotic as they usually are, comes up and stops you, and you're like, why are you doing this? Why are you stopping me for, officer? Are my tags bad? Because that's what any normal person would think, being stopped in a random park. Did you run my tags? Are my tags bad? Like, is my windows too tinted? Like, what? Why are you stopping me so randomly? But it turns out that it wasn't because of your tinted windows or your tags. It was actually because you're feeding that homeless person. That is the reason why you're getting put into jail, or you're getting threatened anyway to be put into jail. Now, there's this story, this is YouTube video that I'm not going to react to because my setup is not going to survive if I react to this thing. But there's this lady named Norma Thornton, who was a 78-year-old grandmother who was arrested for feeding the needy, feeding the homeless people. She was threatened up to 120 days in jail because of her passion, because of her pride. And see, that's the problem. Now, if you guys watched my video, I don't know what I am calling it, but if because the video that I made isn't released, so if I end up calling it something about it was something about the LGBTQ community. If you watch that video, then you can understand further about what I'm saying. People shouldn't be arrested for what they want to do. People shouldn't be arrested because they have the pride in wanting to help others. Instead, these cops should help. If they don't have anything better to do, then go on break. Go back to, your police station and go titty fuck the constructor or the commander or whoever the fuck, Don't go out of your way to arrest people who are actually doing things with their lives. Because at the end of the day, it's power. It's all power. It's power, it's authority, it's all that. It's sad because, these officers really, they really have a way of really needing to make people feel like shit. It's like it's just their thing, their niche. It's how they wake up in the morning and feel comfortable about themselves. It's sad, yes, you can say that. It is sad. I would personally agree with you that it's depriving of not just their lives but everyone else's. I mean, come on. I mean, if you really feel as if you're gonna fuck with somebody on your day-to-day basis, then why don't you just go on a Meagle? I mean, that place, there's no civilized anything. It's clear that people are wanting to make a difference, and there's others who don't want that to happen. But this lady needs to learn to. I'm not gonna say learn, like, no, I shouldn't really say that, because that's just a tiny bit condescending. She's an old woman. This lady obviously knows that what she's doing is right, and that's important because I know what she's doing is right, and I know a whole bunch, 2 other million, probably more people know that what she's doing is right. So it doesn't really matter what one single police officer or one single police bureau thinks. I mean, their job outside of working for the state's attorney is to otherwise make people feel bad about themselves. I mean, this lady is crying. She's crying. She feels bad that the state would do something like that, threaten her like that. A fine of $1,425 or 120 days in jail for feeding the homeless. Now imagine going, imagine going into jail and they're like, "Why are you here feeding the needy?" What? That is not something to put somebody in jail for. And it further goes to show that people nowadays are getting arrested for everything, every single thing, for crimes that is nonsensical. It's horrible. And it goes to show that America is just wanting to make money. If you watch my video called "What is the System?", I don't go into too much detail, but I know I hint that America, I probably didn't, but I probably did in some way hint that America is just wanting to make money off of people at this point. Actually, I think it's kind of clear that they're desperate. Yeah, I think they're very desperate. So what do you do? What do you do? Bullshit. This lady is just wanting to make a difference in the world. This lady is just wanting to help out. That's all it is. She's not a hardened criminal. She's not trying to hurt people. She's trying to help. So let her do that.